what's going on? Oh, where Christopher walking? I had this watch up my ass for 10 years in a Vietnamese prison camp. Wow, who could believe this? Fuck, my fucking headphones. You stupid sons of bitches. Ah! This is very professional. Oh, let's see. Hello? I'm here, but I'm not really here. But I am really here. But I'm not really here. I've got them plugged back in now. Thanks, Christopher. You're welcome. I hope it brings you all the cowbell. That's not even Christopher Walken. That's... I got a fever. That is Christopher Walken. He's playing a character on SNL is what it is. I got a fever and it needs more cowbell. All right. I turned down the image volume because how much of it is gibberish, and I turned the frequency up. This game doesn't really have consistent sound though as well, does it? It's actually coming out? No. Let's see. Oh, hello. Hi. How are you getting desktop audio? Gaming PC audio has been severely restricted here. Let me see if I can amp that up a little bit. Hello, I'm fucking around with my setup again because I went back and reviewed last week's videos and there's some problems with them. I'll probably be checking this in a bit. Let's see. Why? Don't know what voice I'm doing anymore. I've just completely lost the handle of it. Let's see. Can I hear this background? What's back in here? What's going on? Where? Christopher Walken. Oh, as well, it does it. It's actually coming out. I've turned the gain up a lot. I think that might make a positive difference. It was definitely too low. I don't know why Christopher Walken is triggered today. You know what the game's too high? Alien noise. That's been my experience with high gain. Instead it picks up my keyboard noise and shit. Is this well balanced? I don't know. I should probably run a recording real quick. I'm gonna do that. This is a test. I am running a recording so I can play it back and test and see if the volume levels are balanced. Look at me playing a game. Tickety tickety tappity. Go back over here. Where do you live? Where do you live? You live here. Let's see. I am running a recording so I can play it back and test and see if the volume levels are balanced. Look at me playing a game. Tickety tickety tappity. So the gaming PC volume is too loud. So we're gonna put it back there. And then we're gonna try again. I've relocated the microphone just a tad. It's directly in line with my keyboard and the mouse. And I've reduced the total volume. I forgot to press the start record button. Now I've pressed the start record button. And I've relocated the microphone and changed the gaming PC volume. Is that any better? Let's stop and listen. I forgot to press the start record button. Now I've pressed the start record button. And I've relocated the microphone. Changed the gaming PC volume. Is that any better? Let's stop and listen. I think I'm going to have to live with this. I've moved the mic just a bit more. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to have to do for setup, but I'm going to have to make some physical changes in here. I need the mic sufficiently isolated from keyboard and mouse noise, right? And all this last week I've had it on a boom, hanging like rightish here-ish. It's not right there because actually the idea And I've listened to those. Like pretty much 50% of my Surviving Mars stream yesterday, before some very friendly person in the comments told me to turn down the game, is garbage. Like, I would never put it seriously forward for anyone to watch it. I still archive it and it's still available on Twitch, but like realistically, I'm extremely dissatisfied with the outcome, and like I'm embarrassed of that, because like I have some experience and some training in this manner, and I'm not an idiot, and that's bad. It's bad. Hey, let's play some fucking Kenshi. What happened today? Today I had a visit from a dog adoption person. She had to make sure I didn't live in a pile of shit or something. I'm not really sure what that was about. Like, there wasn't much. She had to like see where any future dog might sleep, like what we would do and stuff. So I don't know. It was a little strange, frankly. We're back in Kenshi. Let's not talk about the dog visit. Let's try to stay. Let's RP Kenshi only. Damn, it's dusty. It's so hot. And I'm just standing here doing nothing while I watch everybody else work for a living. My hive friends are mining. And then this guy, he's like a drone prince or something. I don't know. No, he's a soldier drone, so he's really actually quite bad at labor. Orkana's just a laborer. Zumi's actually our scientist. Murtseko is another. He's a recent acquisition though, so I don't actually know. What does he do? He's a soldier too, right? Because he has negatives on laboring, and I think that means he's a soldier. But he's like a southern soldier, and the other one's a western soldier, or something weird like that. He only has an 11 perception. That's really strange, right? I wonder how he got that. And it's associated with his backstory, because he's turrets and crossbow. It's funny because he doesn't have one. I could give him a crossbow. Let's see, Murdy, do you have a crossbow? No, you don't even have a weapon at all. Well, here's this junky crossbow. If we lock down your inventory for a second and grab Jewel here, Jewel has the arrows from that crossbow, so you can have them. And then what's Jewel making? Jewel is making Captain 1s. That's right. This is almost 2,000 cats. Awesome. And it's like a really good weapon. Like a really, really good weapon. Even for unskilled idiots like mine. My people are not particularly talented. So I've dropped... there's one good sword in there, but Big One's just going to take that right away. Because Big One's been using this stolen longsword for a long time. Now we have legit weapons. Well, a couple legit weapons. Not many. Jewel's building up her skills. What's she at? She's at Weaponsmith 47. That's pretty good. I've seen Weaponsmiths in the 80s and 90s though, as just as just someone playing the game. So we'll see if we get her up there. Maybe, maybe not, huh? I definitely need, what do we got here? 10 Captain 1 weapons. Plus, we obviously need to make money, so we need to sell plenty of weapons. How are we doing for money? We're flat broke, so let's actually take the big one here. Take these sellable swords, which is all we got. Does Jewel have any more in her inventory? No. She's got a humorous amount of bandages. Maybe she's got a problem. Maybe there are other kinds of bandages, to be fair. So we need to start thinking about food, which means water, and farming and people. So one of the things I know is I did a little bit of stuff before, right? I have 25 wheat straw, which is not enough to be a particularly useful amount. I also have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 cacti, and they're amazing. Look at my cacti. My cacti is amazing. So that's good too, right? And then there's some cotton. I'm less concerned about that right now. But we need more cactuses for sure, and we need more wheat for sure. Now, I know for a fact where some wheat is. So let me go sell these swords. Let's double check that we don't have any weirdness. No upcoming events. So So we're gonna go sell these swords real quick in a brink here, and then I'm pretty sure I left some wheat in these farms because I farmed these for the AI early on in our playthrough. We were mining this junk pile right here because it's real close and you can run away. What's up, man? I can't look you down and out, dude. I'm well dressed. What? What? Look how wealthy I am. What the fuck? What is going on? Why am I being harassed by this guy? I'm not wearing slave clothes. This is fucking bullshit. Yeah. Okay. So this is really weird. That appears to have triggered because I have not enough money or not enough food. But I've been in here pretty broke before. Like, most of the game. I gotta start carrying a balance is what it is, right? See, I'm just gonna grab these 4 breads. But, it's a little excessive, the bread eating. The bread eating is a little excessive. So now I got 3K. You got a problem with me now? I'm, well dressed. I don't even wear stolen shit. I bought all this except for the shoes. And I'm carrying a 2,000 cat, a 7,800 cat's katana on it. I mean, come on. This is fucking bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. Right. I don't, fuck the police. But don't fuck with the samurai gate guards, because they will fuck you up. Is there any weed in here? Oh, any weed in here? Nope. Any weed in here? Yes. Yes. I don't know why people started doing that weird. That's vocal fry, right? It's slightly different kind of vocal fry. Yes. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like vocal fry. It makes you sound dumb. And I'm generally not that way about most patterns of speech. But yes, I'm really stupid. I'd like 100. I'd like 100. But yeah, I need at least 60, right? Because an XL wheat farm is 60. Yeah, it's 60. So I want to start straight with that, and then I'm gonna need a farmer as well. Now, from the research I've done and the testing I've done, one farmer can generally handle 4 fields. But we're also going to need to do more research because we haven't unlocked wells 2, and we need to do that because otherwise you need somebody working the well the whole time. How you doing, Jewel? Did you make any more weapons? I know it hasn't been very long. You did finish 1 Katoon, 1 sword. It's amazing to see these come out. They're such beautiful weapons. Yeah. So I put that rusty one in her inventory. She went and dumped it right away. So Orkana now has a Katoon 1 sword. That's hot. These Katoon 1 swords, man, we're going to cut so many fucking heads off with these. And D's. And C's. A's, B's. No A's or B's. Just D's and C's. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Minimum. And the big one doesn't really have something to do, right? Because we got 2. We're not doing any tech. We don't really have any money. All right, so big one, do something useful. Do this. How do you get an iron refinery? Do manual stone processor and then stone mine. And at least, make some building supplies, for fuck's sake. Because we can use those eventually. Did we do walls? I think not, because I don't see. I think the category is defense. I don't see it there. Okay, we did research larger buildings, which is interesting. We're not really going to have many room for buildings because we're going to have. There's going to be a line of farms here and a line of farms here, and then probably some farms here. And I'm hoping I can get maybe 16 farms in there. Does that sound far-fetched? Probably. And then there's going to be wells right here because this is where the water is highest. If we're real lucky, we might be able to put, because we're going to need a bakery and or grog machine and or cactus rum machine, rum distillery, whatever it is. And what else? Uh, well, bakery stuff. So a wheat grinding McGrinder, and a bakery oven, some water storage. Are we gonna make dust switches, or are we gonna make bread, or are we gonna make cactus chew sticks, or are we gonna make grog, or are we gonna make rum? So we're gonna grow three things, right? We're gonna grow cactus and wheat and cotton, and obviously the cotton's for clothing. And do we need the second revenue source? I mean, the thing is, Jewel will be pumping out swords they're gonna make us so much money that like we don't really need to sell the grog. But grog is like a really easy way to get money, in case you were wondering. But that wasn't the point of this playthrough. The point of this playthrough is to have fun making a little sword maker base up here. And then, it kind of obviously my plans evolved as time went on, but that's where I went with this. So I think that I'll have look at this. Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. So hot. I think that I'll have dust switches, because plentiful food is amazing, right? Like it's game changing in this game, because it really isn't actually possible for any of the civilizations to feed themselves, because they don't have enough people engaged in agriculture. It's crazy, right? Like there should be massive cactus farms outside of each town in this entire fucking planet, or moon, as it were. Let's see. Could you do anything else anywhere viably? I mean, you could do wheatgrass. If you were talking about bad teeth, I think this is. You could probably grow cactus, wheat, snozberries. They taste like snozberries, obviously. And there's a town right here too, and so that's real close. So like, Akron's Pride should be full of farms. There's like 4 of them, and they're tiny, and they're constantly being raided by starving raiders, starving bandits, the other bandits that are poor but have helmets, helmet bandits, no, dust bandits. That's who it is. Starving bandits, dust bandits, and then those rotten meat creatures that. It's so like. It's probably the most challenging place on the map to colonize, even though at face value, it seems like it has like the best availability. But because you're constantly assaulted by those animals anytime your crop is ready to grow, if they can get to it, they will get to it and eat it. So if you wall in your farmers and your farm, you're okay in that regard. But I don't recommend doing that bit because it doesn't really work very well. I've tried it. I've tried making a walled compound with a building like on it here, right? Like sticking out of it. So like a wall around this perimeter and growing in there, right? And I've gotten the farmers to be in there and they're fine. But even though you can transfer things from the wall, the AI can't. So like you got your cook in here and he actually can't get to the wheat. So you have to like manually move all the wheat. It's really, it's not great. And then when you do need somebody to like heal somebody in an emergency or something, you got to tear part of the wall down. And getting the wall back is the difficult part, right? Because you can build any number of things real close to each other while still in the original build mode. But if you try to add a building right next to this one now, it won't fly. But if I do it when I'm in just build mode, it will. Ah, man, we got plenty of fresh water down here. We should just lower a bucket down. Remember when I like combed my way around the map for like 20 minutes looking for copper and it was right here? I remember. It's like literally in viewing distance. And I was like, where's their copper? And I think we ended up going like way over this way for it. Or maybe we wandered into Venge at one point too, I think. Not pretty. All right, so Azumi got herself a sword. Is there another sword done? Nope. What are you doing? Why are they here? Are we like full up on plates or something now? Yes. Wow, what a change. All right, well, I think we should probably build another plate storage then, right? Or another switch somebody off of plates and onto I think we're just gonna build plate storage for now. Switch somebody onto sword making, but my problem with that is that I don't actually think we have the right profile for sword makers. So like Will's app's like a soldier. He's got a negative. Orkana is neutral because she's a Greenlander, so she'll get nothing out of it. If we can get another Scorchlander. Is calling them Scorchies offensive? It probably is. It probably is. I'll try to avoid that. If we can get another Scorchlander, we can have another Smith, but we'll have to build another building for it as well. Oh, we might be able to squeeze it in right there. Okay, Patrick. No, Park. No, this is Patrick. I don't understand that joke. I just think it's cute. Because I haven't really seen any SpongeBob. But I think it's cute. So there's that. Alright. We're getting some good swords in good people's hands. Look at this, man. We only really need 4 more real swords here. We get raided so infrequently. It's a little weird, isn't it? These two should swap crossbows. And bolts. Because this Old World Bow Mark 1 is a significant upgrade. Did I mention this yesterday? I just found out or was reminded that they're making a Willow TV series. That Amazon is making TV series. I'm very excited about that. Willow is something I remember very fondly from when I was a kid. What happened to the sword that Jewel just made? She put it away already. Nope. I swear I just saw her complete one, right? Guess not. Must have been looking at the plate bar, not the sword bar. She's about to make one right now. Dun, 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 dun. What is that? It's obviously the theme song of some movie or show or something. Oh, it's Justice League Unlimited from the cartoon. The cartoon Justice League. Maybe you've heard of it. Oh, I did that accent because I don't actually know anyone who talks like that. I don't talk like that. I don't sound like that. I sound like I'm from the generic Midwest, and then obviously, I've been Chicagoized more by habit than behavior. Like it's not like other people's accents rubbed off on me because I don't know many people who are Chicagoized. Just more like I have an archetype in my mind of what like white male Chicagoans sound like, and I've like gradually adapted myself to it somewhat. I think that's basically it. It's weird, isn't it? It pays to be self-analytic, but then it's also sometimes excruciating. So we got some deep hunger here, Jewel and Arcana. But I believe Murdy has some bread he'll share. And I don't have to go back just yet. Jewel, bam, ate it right away. Arcana, bam, ate it right away. Man, look at that. They were just a whole loaf of bread. Just like, oh, okay. Guess you were hungry. All right, we get this off here. We're gonna do another used sword run. That's what we're doing. And then we're gonna stop by and see if there's any more wheat to pick up. Because we want to start farming ASAP. Now, the other thing we need to farm is people. And we're not really being raided, so I'm not sure the typical prisoner formula that I do is going to work. So what I've done historically is I'm not sure, is it a mod? I'm not even sure. Oh, recruitable prisoners is a mod. Prisoners themselves aren't a mod. So like I have the recruitable prisoners mod. Now normally I would just put down a couple cages, and when the starving bandits came by and tried to you know, fuck me up, I'd take them out, and I'd take one or two and put them in a cage, feed them a sandwich, they'd be mine. And sometimes I'd even forget to name them. It would be so easy. But I won't be able to do that. I'll have to like hunt people for that. We are missing out on some combat experience by being in this strange conflict-free zone. But I'm up to 7.5K basically. Should I get some food while I'm here? Yeah, sure. We'll buy all 9 loaves of this bread. That took us back down to 3K. Well, we're selling used weapons right now, to be fair as well. We're not actually even we're not even in full profit mode. Like we're arming our own populace instead of worrying about selling, exporting. So we'll get to exporting once we're prepared. Once everybody's ready to go, we'll be full on exporting. But that's not even going to be that many. You know, we're just going to have so many swords coming out eventually that it's going to be like, ooh, I'm sore. That joke is a sophisticated joke. I swear. All right, so we're bringing back 10 more wheat to take us up to 45, which is pretty good. And then let's pin our food there because we want to distribute. I like games. I like to play them. Alrighty. Okay. I hear a dog barking. He must be outside. Alrighty. Okay, so everybody's got a loaf of bread, a stick of butter, and a gallon of milk. And ready. So, I mean, we're just kind of waiting around again. So, big one, you should work these because we shouldn't have empty labor. And we do definitely need more than 22 building material too, because we're going to need to build a larger building at some point. Probably like over here. Yeah. Because if I recall correctly, let me put myself here real quick. Its fertility is 60 on this whole block, so there's no difference. It looks different. Like this looks like it should be more fertile or something, but it's not. Obviously that's our iron source. And water's 57. There's actually 80 water right here. It's weird, right? I feel like I should just be able to put a bucket on a rope and pull it up here. We'd have a crane, obviously. We'd have a nice crane arm sticking out. Be right next to this torch. And once a day, somebody'd have to come out and haul up buckets for an hour. An hour of bucket hauling. That's right. Don't let friends haul buckets. No, it's fine. You can haul buckets. Jewel only puts them away once her main inventory is full. It's so weird. It's such a weird thing. They don't own anything ever. Like, it's a very weird thing in the game. Like nobody is like, yes, this is in my inventory and it's staying on my inventory. It's so strange. Hand now has a samurai sword. A katana. It's a samurai sword, huh? Is a samurai sword a type of katana? I think it is. I think so. And then this topper, which is also a katana class. It's faster and has a similar reach. It's fast. It has a similar reach to the Nodachi, which is a giant sword. A mostly forgotten weapon in modern times, it was once popular among mercenaries of the old empire. I like the idea of having a weapon one, and when that's probably, you know, for everybody who isn't working a workbench, they'll probably have 2 weapons, and one of them will be for attacking robots. But I don't know, are they even smart enough to like switch weapons? Like, since all right, so the katana, for example, has no inside penalty, right? You see, it's got an attack bonus. It has a defense penalty. It has a damage versus robots penalty. It has armor penetration penalty. But it's better against humans, and it's a fast attack. And it has an attack bonus. But if you look at this weapon right here, it has an armor penetration penalty, so it's less effective against armor, and it has this indoors penalty, right? So you know, it kind of feels to me like you should have a katana and you should have a saber, or something like that. And generally speaking, I have made desert sabers when I've done it. I just don't know if they actually do they dynamically switch weapons, or do they just go, no, this desert saber has higher damage, I'm always taking that one out. I don't know. I haven't really paid close attention to them when they're doing that. I only need one more sword to have everybody outfitted with a top tier fucking sword. I say that, it's already done. It's already done. Congrats, Murtzeko, you got a quality weapon now. You like it? Yeah, you got an old world bow too. Don't ignore the tag on it that says if found, please return. It's ours now. We took it off a dead man. We did actually take it off a dead man. We took it off like a reaver, I think. Ah man, one day, you know. So what assaults have we faced at this base? They've been slavers. And anybody else? Do we have any reavers? Do we need any black dogs? I think the answer is no. I think the only assaults we've had are slavers, and there's been a couple of those. This right here is the entrance, so, and obviously there's like 3 entrances this way. So there's this here that goes up that way and connects with other stuff, and then there's this side here that goes that way and connects with a lot of stuff. And then there's this pit down there. That's 3. There's 4 there. And then there's a 5 here. But this is also... It doesn't look like it, but this is climbable. This whole slope is climbable. This slope is not. This slope is not. And I don't think that this becomes climbable until like way over here. So like all this is barrier as well. So there's like some like big base scenario, right? Where I actually have just walls and or gates in these gap areas. Oh, Murdy. I'm sorry, buddy. So there's that scenario, right? Where I've got this walled off. I've got this walled off. This walled off. Maybe a gate in one of those or both of those. This walled off. And then a gate for here for sure. And then obviously this is walled off. It would look so ugly having just like random walls scattered about. But then the small base scenario is like just a wall gate here, right? Because you can't actually walk up this. It kind of looks like you can, but you can't. You can see here, that's impassable. This is passable again, but this bit is impassable. So anyways, you can there's a small base scenario with a gate right here. There's a slightly larger base scenario with a gate right here, like a line of fence right here. I'm not sure that's actually particularly useful, but it would let you, for example, put a tower building here, and a tower building here with people on top on turrets. Anybody coming up here would get annihilated. And then they'd have to walk the long course of the wall before getting it. I feel like that would be a pretty good defense situation. This is nice because it's so small. Like, you would need minimal defense here. A gate and a wall, and that would be it, right? I kind of like this notch. Here to here, and then that leaves that still out of the range. And it's a little bit bigger. And you could still put a tower here. And then maybe a building here. And then these are still where the crops go. Yeah, I'm not sure. Murdy, you got a weapon, right? Yeah, buddy. Look at all the plates on him. We're so far backed up on plates. We need another smith now. Well, let's see. What do we have to sell? Basically nothing. Jules just working nonstop. Oh, she's missed out here a couple times. She's underperforming. I believe you'll find these blades are inadequate, Miss Jules. Okay, so we don't actually have. So this is 3,000, 3,500, and then 3,800. That's only 3,800. So there's no reason to take that. Oh, what's going on? What is this? It is Oh, a samurai police just got fucked up by what? A reaver, right? Where'd he go? A reaver blooded. Wow, where is this cop's friends? They just let that happen, huh? Where is he? Here he is. Is he working on himself? No, he's out. He's kind of like floating in the air as you do in this game. Now he's healed himself, but he's still playing dead. Is that guy really still in range? He's losing. He missed a leg. He's missing a leg. That is not a good deal for him. Life's tough being handicapped. It's even tougher in Kenshi being handicapped. Like if I come over here, is it a party foul to pick him up? I can't even pick him up because he's not unconscious. Wow. So he's just gonna stay here basically forever until he's killed, because he's not gonna walk back because he's crippled. He's not gonna starve because the game doesn't let NPCs starve, right? You can see the hunger here. Right, they're always well fed, and his buddies aren't gonna come and get him. So he's just gonna stay here until a reaver blooded comes by and actually kills him or something. What a miserable experience. He's all armored up, weaponed up, and he's just gotta wait here until fate decides. Because he's like immortal. It's like getting your liver pecked out every day. Getting your liver pecked out every day? Have you considered not sinning against the gods? I mean, I've thought about it, but I like the sinning part against the gods part. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sacrilege me. Sacrilege me. So weird. Alright. Sacrilege me. Right, there you go. That was me mocking myself for the way I sound, in case it wasn't clear. Sacrilege me. I don't sound like that. I don't sound like that at all. I once did like 5 different accents for like a European audience member. 5 different American regional accents. They were like, all of them sound the same. I was like, oh, okay, sure. I don't know if he was insulting me or all of us. I'm gonna go with all of us. This is a caravan, right? Who's the trader? Surely it's this man. Yeah, I'm going. Don't worry. I don't need your fucking... Okay, I actually do need your permission. I'm not a new buyer. I've bought clothes here. I'm literally wearing clothes I've bought in your store. Nice. Okay, I got a bunch of money for those plates. That's nice. Oh, let me sell that too. This is mine though. Let us what us. I need people. Let's double check that there's no new people here. I don't think there are. The game doesn't intend to rotate people around like that. He's trying to run the stone. I fucking hate that shit. Come back. Oh, I'm in somebody's house. My bad. Sorry. I was in the wrong place. This guy's a merc. Yeah. That's the shop. That's the barman. That's a peasant farmer. Let's go in here real quick. This guy's not talkable. That guy's not talkable. Talkable. Can't talkable to him. Same guard, barman, peasant sheck lady. Ooh, peasant sheck lady. Hello. I'm not a skilly. You're skilly. Another drifter. Yeah, none of these guys are recruitable. I could kidnap them and stuff, but I don't even have prisons, so I think I should go over to Black Scratch. Let's go. Let's hope we make it. We'll save the game. We're off to Black Scratch to look for recruitable people, because surprisingly enough, that's really kind of where we're at. It would be nice to get a smith. It would be great to get a farmer or two or three, and then a cook, and then a flour grinder. I'm thinking we need like at least 5 more people. Right, a smith, 3 farmers. That's 4. Someone to pull water and process probably wheat. Someone to cook wheat and or operate the stills. So that's 7. There are not 7 people here. Normally I would accomplish that through prisoners, but because we haven't really had the chance to recruit prisoners, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. I mean, we just have to recruit like you normally do in this game by like traveling around the map and struggling to find people and then getting them and recruiting them. It's difficult. No. This is a tech hunter bar, so, you know, generally speaking, it's not even really a bar, is it? It's just like a private club. It's the cornhole club. I beg your pardon. Okay, there's a bar right here, right? Yeah. Let's see if there's anybody in here, because this is effectively the only bar. No. This guy maybe. No, he's a bodyguard. No. Okay. Zep. No mercenaries. Lemon. No. That's a ninja guard. It's a So there's 3 mercenary parties at least here, but no civilian recruitables. And these are ninja guards. Ninja guards, more mercs. Yeah, so, and there's not a 3rd floor, right? Yeah. We're gonna have to go somewhere else. We're focusing on recruitment right now, and we could buy some science books and stuff. There's other stuff we could spend money on here. But let's not say we did. Let's stop here and see if there's any useful maps, because that feels like a reasonable investment. The Shack, the Border Zone, which is hub, tiny settlement, and way station. Those are quite far away and irrelevant to us. A hot Ashland hat. I love this fucking hat so much. It's pretty cheap. I might treat myself to this. Yeah, we're doing it. Nice. You can have my Stando Gaza. This is a superior head garment. Oh, I already know this. Storm goggles are made of what? Are they made of leather? I don't know. Should we get that just to satisfy my curiosity? No, it's not worth it. Scrap tent. Dust coat. That's worth it, but we're not going to invest in that right now. UC extended territories. I already know those. UC Central. Now, I don't have this, and that's what I was hoping for, so let me get that. And then there's other stuff I could buy, but I'm trying to, economize. All right, so that should show us all these other nearby UC cities. And this. Now, this is a UC village. This is something weird, and then there's something else here. We want to go here, because I believe there's a pub there. Look at me with this hat now. Look at me and my new hat, Rex Banner. I'll find you, Beer Baron. No, you won't. Yes, I will. No. All right. So we're in the. I don't know. This should have a name, because it's effectively a river, or a chain of lakes. We'll just call it the Chain of Lakes. All right. Did we almost there? We're almost there. Yeah. So I've hung out here before, and it's weird, right? But this is just a UC settlement. It's just strange, and nobody really talks about it. But it's called Farming Village, and you can see it has a bar and a travel gear shop. So you can't really knock that, can you? Oh, and a farm shop. I mean, that's hot, right? And you can see, this is UC. That's a samurai. Alright, let's see. Hello! Cue country music. Here's a recruitable. Yirda. Hey, baby. Don't let me sexually harass you. Let's have a professional relationship. How much are you charging? Hey, alright, deal. Let's see. Do we want to make any adjustments to this lady's physiology? No, it's fine. I really don't like characters that are disgusting. Let me put it that way. And this is not bad for Kenshi. It's just, things could be worse. She's amply sized as well, So. All right, so what about you? Oh, I love me some skinny men. Outside on the farms, yes, you're hired. Absent. It's got no gender. Oh, it's a drone. Duh. Right, of course. What about this person? Nice, another farmer. Oh, I love you guys. Do you know each other? Is that racist? Might be racist. I'm sorry. If that's racist against hivers, I apologize. All right, everybody. All right, wait. So before we go, though, this is a skeleton. This is a skeleton. Guys, there is a skeleton in this bar. It doesn't look like any of these other people are recruitables. This fucking guard, right? This is like what Kenshi excels at. Look how fucking badass this fucking character looks. Right? She's a gate guard. Her fucking lined up haircut or shaved. This woman looks like she'd cut you to fucking pieces. Like I think that's actually like quite an accomplishment because I consider this game like a unrefined sore thumb of a game, but that's cool, right? It's really intimidating. Okay, so there's nothing you can buy here. What are these? Just shelves, market stalls that don't actually work. One of the most popular mods for this game is a mod that adds a lot more like NPC civilians in it, but they're just casualties until they die. It's not really like it doesn't really enrich the game much, which isn't to denigrate the mod. It's just a statement of fact. Like we're broke again, so we might as well just go home. We're gonna put ourselves in group mode. We're gonna save the game, and then we're gonna see if we can make it back to Slice. Anybody want a pizza, pepperoni pizza, calzone, cola, something like that? You want a cola? You want a pizza, kids? Don't tell your mom. Don't tell your mom. I'll get you a pizza. If anybody ever tells you not to tell your mom, seriously consider telling your mom. It depends. It depends. There's a lot of weird, Who's this? Oh, our Doom. Why did they just ignore us? How come they're not? Okay, well, I feel like that's weird, right? I know that we don't have a negative against that faction, but they're just hostile in general. They turn other peoples into Reavers, and I think of that as like the Reavers in whatchamacallit? Firefly. So that's scary. Scary Reavers. Reavers! They eat their own dead. They eat their own dead. We made it. All right. So while you wait, because we don't actually have the infrastructure I was telling you guys about. While you wait, you guys have a new job, right? And it's called making building materials. Because I don't want to waste your labor. Now, Biggie. Were we only gone for that long? That Jewel has completed 2 swords? Man, can you work faster, please, Jewel? There's new people who need weapons, and they need good ones, all right? So if we could up the quality of it and stop making these refitted blades, that would be great. Cattoon 1. Lovely. This I'm having a weird drink. It's like a grapefruit cola cocktail. I wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't recommend it. Right. So, should we plan farms? No. Let's pop out real quick. Oh my god, I'm so cool with this hat on. These sunglasses. Oh my god. Milady. Tips Ashlander cap. Tip Ashlander cap. Milady. Mahiver. Me eared. My Jewel. Jewel's been with us as long as anybody, right? Maybe Orcana was our first recruit. And she's a rando, I think. Jewel is like a game personality. I have a mod that's given more recruitable heroes anyways, or whatever you call them. Not companions, maybe? Milady. Okay, so it's hard to tell right now, but this is actually full of farms. So we want to loot this. No, I'll loot this one. Yes, thank you. I actually farmed all that. All this wheat that's stored up here, I farmed about 5 game hours ago. When in the very beginning of the game, when I had my first like 2 or 3 people, we were mining this iron for money, which is not profitable, obviously, but it's what we wanted to do. Had I remembered this copper's existence, I probably would have been doing copper. Doing copper, if you know what I'm saying. You want some copper, man? You want some tin? You guys like bronze? It's the new stuff. I love bronze, man. Alright, did we drop off the wheat? We did. We're at 55, so we're almost to the necessary amount. Let's pop back over, because I think there's a little bit more over here somewhere. I think there's probably 5 more. And if that's the case, maybe we reconsider waiting on the well. And maybe we just have Erda like run a well for a bit and have Absent and Bamiel start farming. Loot. The warrant. Loot. The warrant. Do you think that the Carmen, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego theme would get copy flagged? I bet it would. A loot. Okay, I did find enough wheat, but just enough and nothing else. Is there anything in there? That's apparently private property, unlike everything else. So like at least Brink. At least Brink has the potential here with being there's like 9 farms or something in there. To here, what if we go to builds? Can we see it better? No. It has the potential to feed itself. Because if you had a couple people out here making wheat, making sweet wheat, yeah. No, if they were making love to the wheat all night long, they could feed themselves. Good. So I need the tech for Wells 2. It looks like I have a single book. Is it industry? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Here it is. Wells 2 is 2 books. Wells 3 will be an ancient science book. That's probably worth getting them both at a time. The ancient science book's going to be about 5K, and the 2 books will be about 300 or so a piece. So we need about 6,000 minimum to do that. So we'll keep that in mind. Jewel, can you work fucking faster, please? Oh, but it looks like we might have to take a money break. It looks like we might have to. Looks like we might have to instead of get rid of that thing because that is disgusting. It looks like we might have to sell some things and get a round of food because Jewel, who works harder than everyone else, or Canna, we're not feeding ourselves, so I think we're gonna have to. So let's take what we have to sell that has any fucking value. We'll move that out so we can take this stupid thing. Close this, open, pin that, take Bombill's fucking stupid thing too, yeah, because at least we can get rid of that. And then fill your inventory full of fucking plates. That was the right guy. Yeah. Okay. Back into town. To sell. And we're just coming back with food, unfortunately. But you've got to do something. You've got to have food. Food. What did I have today? I had for breakfast, I made pita rudi, which is, it's like chickpea fritters, basically. It's pretty good. Can I shift F11 this? So pita rudi usually has tomato. I didn't have any tomato, so it's just chickpeas, onions, flour, cumin, salt, pepper. They're light pan fried in oil, and then deliciously eaten. I dropped some plates off before returning because I had a full inventory of plates. Whatever. This fucking game. He went and put plates back after I filled his inventory full of plates. Alright, I only have 4.5k. It's not a lot of great food choices here. I'm not investing any more in dried meat. Let me go ahead and get all the meat wraps I can get. Thanks for your meat wraps. Thank you for your meat wrap sacrifice. Alright. We'll pin our inventory here. We know Jewel's been getting really hungry. So when we get here, anytime today, when we get here, hello? When we get here, thank you, fuck me. I ate one right away. Big one ate one right away. That sounds about right too. What sandwiches? That's pretty much par for the course. You ever see that famous Am I the Asshole on Reddit where the guy eats like an entire party sub by himself and then the party host is like, this is fucking bullshit. What the hell, you asshole? And he's like, what? I waited an hour before I ate the whole fucking thing. I kept taking a break. It's like, yeah, that's me. I go to the party, I play with the dog, and I eat the sandwich, and then I leave. And then usually I steal some flatware.